Hi everybody, Kelly here from The Shrinking Teacher, and I am truly pre-op today. I am getting the vertical sleeve gastrectomy tomorrow, December 10th, 2015, in Wake Med Cary Hospital with Dr. John Michael Bruce. And I've got a lot kind of going on in my mind that I want to just share with you. Some thoughts I'm having, some feelings I'm having, and of course some facts and stats. So I'll start with the stats. My high weight is 286 and I am 5'6". My height is 5'6". Through the journey of being pre-op, I lost 10 pounds and got to 276. That's when I started my pre-op diet. After the first 7 days of my pre-op diet, I lost 10 pounds, which put me at 266. In the last 7 days of my pre-op diet, my weight has gone up and down, and actually this morning I was still at 266, which is frustrating because I have been eating so few calories, around 750 calories a day, drinking tons of water, and the weight is just not moving this week. But maybe my body is just in starvation mode and doesn't want to lose weight yet. So anyway, that is where I am. Tonight is the night before I go into surgery tomorrow, and I'm feeling good. I'm a teacher, so of course I had to get all my lesson plans out. I plan to be out of work, out of school for 8 days prior to our Christmas break, and that's 2 weeks long, so I will have about 3 weeks of recovery time and go back to work in January. Sorry, my cat is nuts. He doesn't even like me unless I am talking, apparently. So, anyway, I am in the process of getting my bags ready. My doctor has recommended that I bring Isopure as my clear liquid to have right after surgery. And I made a really bad mistake the other day. I was like, well, I haven't tried any of this stuff, so let me just take a swig, open one up and take a swig of it. And for all of you pre-op folks out there, y'all, the stuff tastes terrible. I'm hoping that after surgery my taste buds will change, because it just was terrible. It had a horrible aftertaste, left my tongue feeling really strange, like a weird sensation, and I could not chase it fast enough with some water. It was not good. But anyway, so I talked to my surgeon on Tuesday, yesterday, when I went for my last pre-op appointment, and I asked him a couple of questions, and I wanted to just kind of let you know what he said. Of course, you're going to do whatever your surgeon recommends. And one of the questions I asked him was, when I get home, what are my goals? And he said my main goals are the 60-60 rule. I need to get at least 60 grams of protein, and I need to get at least 60 ounces of water. So that is what his recommendations are for me getting the sleeve. He did say down the road, once I was back onto regular foods and, go to my soft food stage, then he also wants me to be less than 60 grams of carbohydrate a day. So then it would be the 60-60-60 rule. 60 grams of protein, 60 ounces of water, and less than 60 grams of carbohydrate. So that's kind of what my surgeon wants me to do nutritionally after surgery. I asked him about a few other things. He said that he does not plan on sending me home with a drain for my incisions. That's a rare thing that he does for VSG patients. He said that my incisions would be closed with the surgical glue, and so no stitches or staples for my incisions. This is a laparoscopic surgery, and so there will be multiple incisions. I believe about 6 incisions on my abdomen. It's about an hour and a half long procedure, And he does expect for me to come home within 24 hours. He said 90% of his patients come home in 24 hours, and about 10%, if they end up with nausea, then they will stay an extra day for 48 hours. But hopefully y'all pray against nausea, and that I can get my fluids in, and I can do some walking and go to the bathroom so that I can come home on Friday and rest. So let's see here. What else did I ask him? I asked him about if I needed to take anything or give myself any shots to prevent blood clots when I come home. He said that was for larger BMI or higher BMI patients that are 50 or greater. So I will not have to do that. The main thing with preventing blood clots will be walking every couple of hours. So that's all the logistics stuff. As far as how I'm feeling, the pre-op diet itself, I was very thankful that ketosis ended up coming on, and my body reacted as it should. And the last 5 days of my pre-op diet, I have not really been hungry, which has been great. If it had been a while, if it had been 4 hours since my last shake, then I did have, some mild hunger pains. But as far as having major hunger pains all the time, I have not been. Last night was tough, though. I made my family chicken pie. I had some pie crust in the freezer, some homemade pie crust in the freezer. So I made my family chicken pie, and as I was making it, it just looked so amazing. I reached out and I grabbed a big old hunk of the chicken, put it in my mouth, chewed it up, spit it out, and it was amazing chicken. And I was glad to just put something in my mouth and chew it, as crazy as that sounds. I haven't really cheated otherwise, but it was a pretty doggone amazing piece of chicken that I had cooked in the crock pot. Hopefully, that moment of weakness does not kill me. I did go to pick up my kids tonight. They're spending the night with their grandmother, and they were going to have leftover chicken pie for dinner tonight. And so I get home, and my husband has been just a great cheerleader and been cheering me on. He has also been making some dietary changes and, trying to do higher protein and shakes and so forth. And the words that came out of his mouth when I got home were, "I need something greasy. I want something greasy." And I said, "Well, don't eat it around me, because I am so doggone tempted right now to slip up, and I have come too far. It is the final hour. I get 2 more shakes, and I'm done with this pre-op diet, and it is too late for me to screw up now." And so I said, "Fine, go get something greasy, but I don't want to see it." So he took my daughters to go get some pizza. I had a bittersweet moment. My 7-year-old, she has not asked a lot of questions, but I can tell by the look on her face that she is worried about my surgery. And I went through a lot of those questions last night with her and explained to her what was going to happen in a kid-friendly way. And I really think, I think I cleared up some of that worry. But, tonight was bittersweet. I gave him a hug, the longest hug ever, and told him, "I love you, I'll miss you, I'll see you on Saturday." And, the sleeve is not a super risky operation. It's not very invasive, but it is still a major surgery where problems can go wrong and, do go wrong. I asked my surgeon about his rates the other day, and he has really good rates. Very little bleeding, no deaths, only 1 leak ever, and it was kind of a fluke that happened months after surgery. But there's always that little bit of concern that, is this going to work? Is this worth it? Am I going to wake up? All those things kind of come through your mind, and you just have to trust and hold on to what you know is true, and that God has not brought me this far for me to fail. And I'm just looking towards this being a successful change in my life. So that's kind of where I am emotionally. So I need your prayers. I need your support. I am so excited for all of you folks who are pre-op. Trust me, the day comes, and the day comes so fast. Y'all, that pre-op diet will fly past. It'll be a drop in the bucket, and you'll be here getting ready to have your surgery. So, if you have any questions about my journey or comments, please comment below. I'll be glad to reach back out to you. And hopefully, in a day or two, I can come back with a post-op video with kind of how my procedure went and the successes that we had. And I'm looking forward to it. So, to new life, and I'm really looking forward to new beginnings. So thank you so much. Please feel free to share, comment, subscribe. You guys are great, always giving me your feedback and comments and so forth. And we'll talk to you later, YouTube. We'll see you on the other side. Bye.